Hey there, wonderful souls. Welcome back to another insightful journey on our channel. Today we're delving deep into the cosmic dance of Jupiter as it ventures into the Taurus sign. Now, why is this significant? Well, buckle up because we're about to explore the underlying philosophy and concepts that will not only empower you to make your own predictions, but also help you navigate the celestial currents with confidence. So picture this: Jupiter, the mighty planet of expansion and enlightenment, takes residence in Taurus, the lush domain ruled by Venus and exalted by the moon. This convergence sets the stage for a banquet of wealth, abundance, and earthly delights. You see, Taurus isn't just about material possessions, it's about indulging in life's luxuries and savoring every moment of it. But let's not forget Jupiter's two primary missions in life. Firstly, it's all about religion, philosophy, and the pursuit of spiritual enlightenment. Think of it as a journey from questioning the mysteries of existence to finding solace in the divine truth. Secondly, Jupiter is the master of growth and expansion, urging us to become true experts in our chosen fields rather than mere dabblers. Now, here's where it gets fascinating. Jupiter's stint in Taurus isn't just about accumulating wealth, it's about gaining profound knowledge of the financial realm. And how does one become a true guru in finance? Or how does one become a true guru in anything? By weathering the storms of failure and learning from the school of hard knocks. It's like becoming a seasoned pilot who knows every button in the cockpit because they've experienced the turbulence firsthand. During this transit, you will either find yourself soaking up wisdom from seasoned mentors or taking on the role of a mentor yourself, guiding novices through the labyrinth of finance and material comfort. But among all of this talk of knowledge and intellectual verbal jugglery, does Jupiter bring tangible gains? This is the question that's going on in everybody's mind. And yes, absolutely. It's not just about acquiring knowledge, it's about using that wisdom to course correct and steer your financial ship towards smoother waters. Whether you're grounded in the practicality of earth science or immersed in the reflective waters of introspection, Jupiter in Taurus marks a pivotal turning point in your financial and familial dynamics. It's a time for implementing your newfound knowledge and making those crucial course corrections that pave the way for a brighter tomorrow. So let's get started with Jupiter transit and see how it will impact each ascendant. And hey, if you resonated with what I've shared so far, show some love with a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button to join our community. Together, let's expand our horizons and navigate the cosmic currents with grace and wisdom, peace and blessings. Let's begin with Aries ascendant. So for Aries ascendants or Aries moon sign, now if you caught the intro, you're already primed for the thrilling tale that Jupiter in Taurus promises. This transit is all about taking your understanding of the second house to new heights and making significant strides towards financial prosperity. And hey, the second house isn't just any astrological house, it's a powerhouse of prosperity, work, and adding meaning to our life. So, my fellow Aries ascendants or moon sign, get ready to harness that fiery energy you've been rekindling, especially with Rahu in your ascendant last year. And this year, it's all about bringing security and comfort for your family while upgrading your skill set and perhaps even embarking on adventurous journeys or new business deals. But amidst all the hustle and bustle, remember to keep your family at the forefront of your decisions. Jupiter here is to remind you that family always comes first no matter what. Now, let's talk about Jupiter's role as the ninth and 12th lord in the second house. Ever heard of Jack Ma's legendary quote, "If you succeed, every mistake becomes legendary"? This is what he said. Well, that's your mantra now. You're in the spotlight and people are eager to hear your success story. Your words carry weight, especially when it comes to finance, family, and overall success. Embrace this opportunity to share your wisdom and learn from life's invaluable lessons. With Jupiter as the ninth lord in the second house, this placement could usher in your father's wisdom, especially regarding the art of saving money and nurturing a harmonious family life. Imagine tapping into the timeless wisdom passed down through generations, guiding you in safeguarding your possessions and cherishing your familial bonds. Feeling lucky? You bet. There's a sense of gratitude and abundance as you count your blessings, knowing that you have access to invaluable insights that can shape your financial and domestic realms. So bask in the glow of this celestial alignment and express your heartfelt gratitude to the powers that be. After all, it's not every day that you get to benefit from such divine guidance. Jupiter also is the 12th lord and goes to the second house, brings about losses to your savings, or should I just say expenses. So get ready to splash some cash. This year, you're going to spend a lot of money. Spend that savings. Some of you are also going to invest money in your daily routines for your work. Maybe it's about enhancing the look and feel of your office. Maybe it's getting more people to work for you. But nonetheless, there's expenses and investment on the card. Some of you may also be fighting a lawsuit or spending money on health and wellness. And let me tell you that it's not going to go in vain. It will be money well spent as you count your dollars before spending it, which means you're going to be concerned about where your money goes and if there's value in spending that money. You will compare, watch reviews, spend a lot of time researching before putting that money or spending that money. You are going to invest money to learn about fitness, to know more about staying healthy, whether that's through a dietitian or yoga or any other activity that helps you to be at the top of the game this year. And for Aries moon signs, it's all about saving smart and growing financially independent. So they're going to be looking forward to that. But wait, there's more. With Jupiter's aspects, you will receive plenty of advice on building an emergency fund for yourself, and working towards that will give you a lot of peace of mind. With Jupiter's expansive reach extending to the 10th house through its 9th aspect, get ready to elevate your game in the workplace like never before. Throughout this year, you will be driven to excel, aiming to become one of the standout performers or leaders in your professional arena. Your focus, it's about enhancing efficiency and productivity. And guess what? Your efforts won't go unnoticed. Expect opportunities for advancement, whether it's a well-deserved promotion, a salary increase, or forging valuable connections within your industry. And while the fruits of your labor may not fully ripen until around, say, 2025 or 2026, rest assured that you're laying the groundwork for a prosperous future, both professionally and personally. So roll up your sleeves, Aries fam, because you're on the path to greater success and fulfillment. Keep striving, keep growing, and watch as the stars align to propel you to newer heights in the days ahead. I hope you found this insight helpful and enlightening. If you did, please show your support by giving this video a thumbs up and subscribing to my channel if you're new here, and ensure that you share this with your friends and family. Next up, we have Taurus Ascendants or Taurus moon sign. So for Taurus ascendants or Taurus moon sign, when Jupiter comes into contact with the ascendant for Taurus signs, it's like a cosmic dance between two powerful forces. Venus, the ruler of Taurus, and Jupiter, the great guru, are both at play here, and it's a bit of a two-way street in terms of influence. From Venus's perspective, this encounter with Jupiter brings about new perspectives and revelations for Taurus folks. It's like shining a light on aspects of themselves that were previously overlooked. Taurus individuals may find themselves undergoing a process of self-discovery, particularly in relation to their physical bodies, senses, and comfort levels. This self-reflection isn't just about the intangible, it's about gaining a deeper understanding of one's own tangible existence. However, from Jupiter's perspective, being in Taurus, an earth sign, presents a bit of a challenge. Jupiter's usual inclination towards spirituality and higher knowledge is somewhat dampened by the materialistic tendencies of Taurus, yet Jupiter still has a transformative role to play. It may bring about a kind of scared straight approach, offering insights into the consequences of neglecting one's physical health and well-being. On the flip side, Jupiter also provides opportunities for growth, prosperity, and recognition, especially in terms of money and personal development. With Jupiter's aspect on the 7th house, challenges may arise for spouses, but there's also potential for growth and learning together. In the same fashion, inheritance, insurance money, alternative healing methods, and opportunities for spiritual exploration may present themselves during this transit. Since Jupiter is transiting your ascendant, please also check your dasha and bhukti, and if you or your spouse is currently running Jupiter dasha or Jupiter bhukti, then make sure to get a liver profile or check your pancreas or spleen to ensure that things are indeed okay. For parents with young children, this year holds the promise of valuable insights and knowledge that can significantly enhance your parenting journey, whether it's discovering new approaches to discipline, understanding child psychology, or finding innovative ways to foster your children's development. Jupiter's influence can bring a wealth of wisdom to your doorstep. Additionally, as Jupiter rules the 11th house, you may find that your elder siblings make unexpected visits during this period. Their presence could play a pivotal role in your personal growth and success story, offering guidance, support, and perhaps even opening doors to new opportunities. Moreover, with Jupiter aspecting the 9th house, the flames of religion and philosophy are ignited within you. You may feel drawn to visit religious sites or embark on spiritual pilgrimages, seeking deeper meaning and purpose in life. Some of you may even feel inspired to share your insights, whether that's religious or otherwise, with the world by publishing books or authoring articles that have long been on hold. So, functionally malefic Jupiter turns its screws on you, flips your life upside down, but being naturally benefic and also being influenced by the Venusian sign, it is predisposed to give you material success as well. So whether this is a good or bad transit, I leave you to be the judge, but listen to the introduction as well to make your own set of predictions in addition to the ones I've made specifically for Taurus folks. In a sense, this year holds the promise of profound personal growth and spiritual enrichment. Embrace the opportunities that come your way and let Jupiter's transformative energy guide you towards a more meaningful and purposeful existence. So my dear Tauruses, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here, and also please share this with your friends and family. Next up, we have Gemini Ascendants or Gemini Moon sign. For Gemini folks, the transit of Jupiter into the 12th house of their birth chart may initially raise questions about the nature of its influence. While traditionally seen as a beneficial placement due to Jupiter's rulership of the 12th house in the natural zodiac, the interpretation depends on individual priorities. Not everyone prioritizes spiritual growth over material success, and for many, the latter takes precedence. Despite being in the spiritual realm, Jupiter in the 12th house, being in the Taurus sign, can still manifest material abundance, although in unconventional ways, and I'm going to talk more about that a bit later. Jupiter in the 12th brings about extravagance in spending. You're going to enjoy spending money, or at least spend money on things that are worthwhile. You don't mind paying that extra buck if there's an added feature or better quality in the item that you're looking for. And it's anybody's guess that you can't spend if you don't have the money, right? So it naturally follows that you're going to get a lot of money. Now, this may not be your own money. It could be your debt, borrowed money, and you're going to splurge that money and not be frugal with it at all. So, what is the unconventional means by which you are going to manifest your dreams? That is possibly through meditation or visualization. Jupiter's presence in Taurus may inspire Geminis to explore spiritual practices which could manifest material rewards, including traveling to distant places through the law of attraction. This transit encourages Gemini folks to dream big and explore the intersection of spirituality and material success. However, Jupiter's position as the 10th Lord prompts Gemini folks to exercise restraint in expenditure and seek deeper meaning in life. Job opportunities overseas or in finance related sectors may arise, but individuals may find themselves working in unexpected fields, including those related to Venusian domains such as luxury goods or the arts. Being the 7th Lord and going to the 12th house could make your partner incur a lot of money on unnecessary things. It could blow things out of proportion, especially wasteful expenditure is on the cards for some partners of Gemini ascendants. But definitely your spouse needs to watch out for health issues, and also Jupiter being 6 places away from its own house, that is the 7th, could give you potential challenges or misunderstanding with your partner. So this also shows you will put in a lot of effort to save your relationship, to save your marriage, and that becomes your karma for the year 2024-25. But Jupiter being naturally benefic will show you a way to resolve your problems, and when that opportunity pops up, don't hesitate to take it and don't let your ego come in the way. 7th Lord in the 12th also indicates marriage on the cards for Gemini folks, especially if your partner belongs to a foreign country, foreign from you. But for others, it's likely a marriage that's not taking shape the way you want it to. And for single Geminis, remember, if it's not leading you to marriage and there's more and more hurdles coming your way, and you still chose to persevere, then probably you might find a solution in the short term. But any effort you put on to save a failed relationship where the other person is not willing to take it forward through wedlock, you're probably better off letting it go, because the struggle will be long and sustained and will definitely drain your energy both physically and mentally, and also make it a lot more difficult to keep pushing through. For people who are already married, I don't see why you should not persevere to save that marriage, but you are in a better position to take that call, and I think you should be the one deciding what to do. Also remember, Jupiter is functionally malefic for Gemini ascendants, but the good thing is that Jupiter itself is in a bucket of losses, which means its tendency to cause problems or give you a difficult situation in itself is going to get greatly minimized. So if you play your cards right, you should be able to tide over 24-25 without any scars. Jupiter's aspect on the 4th with Ketu in it means there's trouble to mother, trouble to your domestic life, bringing them to the spotlight and causing you some emotional upheaval during this year. But hey, you're likely to tide over this situation as well, and so would your mother in all likelihood. However, for Gemini folks, please check your moon sign and 4th from your moon sign. And for Gemini moon sign, please check your ascendant and 4th from the ascendant to make a much more accurate prediction. But for those who have Gemini as their ascendant and their moon sign, the karmic repercussions are going to be a lot more intense. Jupiter's aspect on the 6th and the 8th houses could potentially bring an end to some long-standing diseases, disputes, debt, and also put you on track to question the nature of life, death, rebirth, and what lies beyond, and probably even pique your curiosity with regards to astrology and other metaphysics. So on a personal front, the transit looks pretty okay, but people around you are definitely not going through good times, and when you look at the people around you, you only see negativity and problems and struggle and sickness, and you wish you could help them or do something about it. So charitable mindset is another possibility during this transit of Jupiter, and you will be willing to come forward and do whatever you can to help those who are in need. That's all I've got for Gemini folks, and my dear Geminis, don't forget to share this with your friends and family, and especially your spouse, if you want to avoid potential conflicts, because remember, forewarned is forearmed. And also subscribe to my channel if you're new here, and hit that like button to show your appreciation. Next up, we have Moon Children. For Moon Children, Jupiter goes to the 11th house of gains and income. So here, Jupiter will give you wealth and income even as it begins with the transit. You're going to see some speedy income coming your way, and also be ready to save that money for a rainy day, because most planets right now are poised to help you to save money. Probably some moon children will be making quite a lot of money and can't help saving money, but most moon children will have a strong urge to save money during this time. You will find a disciplined and methodical way of saving money, or generally be interested in finance and family dynamics. And this is true with regards to almost all the ascendants, but you feel it even more intensely, which means you're poised to make a lot of social connections as well because of Jupiter in the 11th, and you will learn about people and what makes them tick. And also, Jupiter here means you will come across the good, the bad, and the really bad people, and this will actually enhance your people skills and also help you to appreciate the good people in life from the bad ones, or should I say, from the not so genuine ones. Sort of like separating the wheat from the chaff, right? Additionally, this is a good time for you to connect with your siblings. If it's a strained relationship because of Ketu's transit, you will find some motivation to make changes and to strengthen the sibling bond. But this is not such an easy task because Jupiter itself, being the owner of the 6th, will create some challenges and roadblocks in burying that hatchet and strengthening that connection. But as it is Jupiter, you will still make efforts to take corrective action. Most of you folks will find it difficult when it comes to communication, when it comes to writing or publishing, especially if you're in the creative field of creating content, and you end up saying things in a certain way and it gets perceived in an entirely different manner, and you end up becoming defensive. But it's important for you to know that it's not really your fault. It's just that you're not going through a good phase because of Ketu. So Jupiter transit brings some relief in that area where you will learn a lot about communication during this time and also implement it at your workplace or in your daily life with people around you or with your siblings. And communication or interpersonal skills will become a very important deal for you during this year, and even minor improvements that you make based on feedback in the way you communicate will pave the way in building character and courage for moon children. This will also bring about a lot of connections, social connections, connections at workplace, and you will be at the center of attention during this year. Some moon children may also see challenges with regards to children, especially because some of these children may be moving to a new setup, like being introduced to a new group of people, or maybe start schooling, or move to a college or a university or a new place. But remember, it's only going to make them stronger and more resilient and more extroverted. So no problem there. You need not interfere. Other than this, Jupiter, which is the 6th and 9th lord, aspecting the 7th house for moon children, as I already mentioned, there's going to be difficulty when you are dealing with other people, including your spouse, especially because the way you communicate is not being perceived in the manner that it should be, and therefore you're going to be fixated on learning the dynamics of communication for the next 1 year, and also how to run a successful marriage, which means family dynamics is going through a phase of overhaul during this period. And that's all for dear moon children. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up, subscribe for more astrological insights, and share the cosmic love with your friends and family. Until next time, may the stars guide you on your path to abundance. Next up, we have Leo Ascendants or Leo moon sign. For Leos, Jupiter's transit into the 10th house brings a wave of positive energy and opportunities in the professional sphere. And this period marks a time of gaining recognition, respect, and also take on leadership roles in the workplace. So Leo individuals will find themselves at the center of attention with colleagues seeking their advice and guidance. Promotions and advancements in career are highly likely during this transit, and some Leo individuals may even delve into leadership or administrative roles. But the thing that you need to be watchful of is that you need to refrain from making unilateral decisions without consulting senior management. Collaborating with colleagues and seeking guidance from superiors will be key to navigating challenges effectively. Jupiter's influence as the Lord of the fifth house may lead Leo individuals towards creative endeavors in their career, sparking innovation and also new opportunities. But despite being the eighth lord, Jupiter's transit brings about positive transformation and opens doors for growth and expansion in the professional life of Leos, because Jupiter is a friendly sign to the ascendant Lord itself. But some Leo individuals may experience changes in job location or residence due to the aspect of Jupiter on the fourth house. And the aspect of Jupiter on the fourth house might indicate some problems within your domestic life, especially to your mother. But even otherwise, it's going to be a tough time for Leo folks for the next 1 or 2 years. And we can see that problem being compounded because of Ketu sitting in the second house, Saturn being the lord of the sixth and seventh, aspecting the Leo sign itself, and also the Scorpio sign of mother for Leo. So there's problems on multiple fronts, and there's quite a good chance that you're now feeling the stress and strain of maintaining synchrony with work and domestic life. But you need to find that source of happiness in order to push forward. And the best way to do that is to focus on the creative side of your life to find relief. Maybe you can even take a creative approach to problem solving. So life hacks or something that might pique your curiosity during this transit, which will improve your efficiency and bring some happiness and liveliness in your life. Jupiter's aspect on the sixth house, especially being the eighth lord, could bring about an end to some long-standing disease or debt or even litigation. And some of you also have to write off bad debts, which means you're not getting that money back. And that's a lesson to be learned for your future. Be aware of the kind of people that you lend money to. But definitely, Jupiter is going to expand your horizons on maintaining good health by making you explore other options to fitness like diet or yoga or Ayurveda or some creative ways to achieving fitness in a much faster and smarter way, which you will enjoy as time passes by. For some Leo folks, there may be an addition to the family, which means childbirth and the whole paraphernalia associated with taking care of that child and its upbringing. And it's going to be a full-time occupation for Leo folks going forward. And that's all I've got for Leo folks. And my dear Leos, if you liked my analysis, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe below for more such updates. And remember, forewarned is forearmed. So praying to Ganesha and Saturn at this time will bring some relief to the domestic front. Please check out the Rahu and Ketu transit video as well for more on this front. Next up, we have Virgo Ascendants or Virgo Moon sign. Hey Virgo folks, let's talk about the cosmic shifts happening in your lives with Jupiter moving into your ninth house. Here's what's in store for you. The first prediction that we can make is that there's going to be some kind of relief to your father. You're going to see some happy times in the life of your father. Comforts coming his way, especially through your spouse and also your mother, because Jupiter is the lord of the seventh house of spouse and fourth house of mother. But also, your father gets tied to some kind of an obligation in his life because of the seventh lord now sitting in the ninth house. He feels more responsible towards family life, towards spouse, towards his children and grandchildren. And right from the very beginning of this transit, he's going to be inspired to take on that responsibility because of Sun transiting Taurus at that time. Now, on to you, Virgos. Jupiter in the ninth house might make you feel luckier than ever. Count those blessings and enjoy the favors coming your way from the universe. Get ready for some long distance travel as well, which will expand your knowledge and horizons. Virgos are particularly feeling lucky at this time. They're happy, counting their blessings because of the Jupiter being in their ninth, which is kind of making their lives a lot more easier in terms of luck and favors from the universe, and not having to worry too much about their domestic life. Jupiter here is expanding your knowledge about your father, about long distance travel, which means you will be traveling far away. Otherwise, how would you learn about different people, different culture and philosophies, right? So traveling is on the cards. And for those who are pursuing higher education, make the best of this transit as you get the comfort that you desire in terms of study material or equipment or any other kind of training aid to achieve what you want to. But remember, Jupiter is mostly here to teach you about the downside of education as well, which means the price that you're paying for that education and also the opportunities missed with regards to career while you're pursuing that higher education. And sometimes it makes you feel like quitting it. But with Ketu in Virgo, there's going to be some difficulty with regards to one's own self, especially stomach related affliction or a possibility. But Jupiter's aspect will bring a lot of relief on this front as well. Virgos are also going to find a chance to strengthen their bonds with their siblings and spend more time with them because of Jupiter's 7th aspect on the 3rd house. Saturn's 10th aspect also indicates some challenges that you need to work on along the way, but over time you will find stability in your sibling relationship. Expect positive changes in your domestic and family life too, thanks to Jupiter being the 4th lord. Plus, your communication skills might get a boost, whether it's through gadgets, technology, or just your words carrying more wisdom and truth. So, wonderful time for journalists, content creators, and writers. This could be a golden time with your words coming across positively and even negative ones getting a sweet coating. For astrologers, much of your words which will be positive and comforting are going to come true during this year, but you will also learn to sugarcoat the negative ones. Okay, the aspect on the 3rd would also mean that there's going to be a lot of short distance travels for Virgo folks, and some of you may also be visiting holy places, temples, churches, or mosques, but you will mostly find yourself comfortable in your travel and journey. So no need to worry about that, except the fact that it's going to be a daily affair and you need to work on short distance travel on a frequent basis. But initially you're going to also see a slowdown in your travels because of Saturn's aspect. That's all I've got for Virgos. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new here. And also don't forget to spread those positive vibes because the world really needs it at the moment. And you've got the touch of magic in the way you communicate this year. Moving on, we have Libra Ascendants or Libra Moon sign. What's up, Librans? I hope you guys are doing good. Last year you may have faced some challenges with your spouse, and this year it may be challenges with your in-laws because Jupiter goes to the 8th house. And if you've been constantly praying or chanting during the last 1 year, because Saturn is poised to give you a mantra sadhana, then this year may actually be favorable in terms of metaphysics. But it's not without its share of difficulties. You will make breakthrough discoveries, but only after putting in a lot of effort and in the right direction. And that's because Jupiter owns your 3rd house of efforts and 6th house of obstacles. So whether you're into research or understanding the nature of the self, of astrology or religion, it's going to take time for you to realize some of the truths, and it will definitely expand your thought process. It will expand the way you see metaphysics itself, the techniques, the methods that lead to success or failure, and the science behind its working, especially because Jupiter is aspecting the 4th house of your mind. Krishna said in the Gita that karma works in mysterious ways, and you're about to understand the theoretical underpinnings of karma, of life's mysteries, and that will enhance your character, which will eventually bring a lot of happiness. Usually the 8th house is viewed as a negative house, but Mantreshwara, who is the author of Faladipika, alerts us that all rules of Vedic astrology have a favorable and unfavorable dimension to them. In the case of the Dusthanas, including the 8th, if the house concerned is aspected or occupied by a benefic, it will in fact flourish. As such, Mantreshwara is making us aware that the 8th house can also indicate the opportunity for an improvement of a life condition. If one is beset with obstacles, then it would be the recognition of obstacles or creating more awareness that would allow an individual to navigate around these barriers, setbacks, or delays and move forward. If a person was sick or had vices that diminished their life force, then the removal of those afflictions could lead to a healing transformation and more vitality. That's what Jupiter is about to do to Libra ascendants. Make no mistake, although there's going to be difficult situations because of Jupiter being the third and sixth lord, you are going to find happiness in life due to a natural benefic occupying the eighth house itself. And you're going to see positive transformation in your health, in your sex life, in the life of your in-laws. Health, because Jupiter aspecting the second house of food and nourishment is now getting a corrective case. So you are on your path to diet. You become mindful of calories, and also food becomes medicine. Jupiter's seventh aspect on the second house also would mean you're going to find ways and means to save money. You will identify a way to correct your path towards financial freedom one step at a time, and if you play your cards right, you might actually end up with a lot of savings at the end of this transit. But remember, third and sixth lord aspecting the second house and Saturn's aspect also on the second will make you sweat and struggle, as you will find each passing day moving oh so slowly. Jupiter's ninth aspect on the fourth house, because of it being in the eighth and being the lord of the third and sixth, might bring about change in residence, and you will be putting all the efforts to settle down at the new place of residence. There's going to be some challenges with regards to adjusting to the new place. But also, ninth is about philosophy and education, and Jupiter's ninth aspect on the fourth means that you will learn about your mother, or should I say your maternal side, and your lineage as well, because it's aspecting the second house. Second is also family lineage, right? Speaking of the aspect on the second house, you might even gain money through your property. Maybe you intend to rent it out or sell the property, or even inherit that property and then make money out of it. All of these are possible because of Jupiter's aspect on the second. You will find some curiosity in owning a vehicle or its upkeep, or even consider purchasing a new vehicle or changing your existing one due to Jupiter's aspect on the fourth house. And I almost forgot, Jupiter's fifth aspect on your 12th house means there's going to be extraordinary expenditure coming your way, because he's the sixth sitting in the eighth. But Jupiter's sixth lord aspect will mean that you have to take out more loans to spend that money, and some of those expenses will be for the purpose of your children or a new skill that you're learning, and therefore spending that money becomes inevitable. 12th is also about research and spirituality. So you create your own spiritual world this year to escape from the mundane and move to the magical. Wonderful year for spirituality for all Librans, whether it's your ascendant or your moon sign. And that's all I've got for Librans. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. If you like what you heard, please share this with your friends and family and spread the knowledge, which will come to you in twofold. Next up, we have Scorpio ascendants or Scorpio moon sign. For Scorpios, Jupiter goes to the 7th house, and being friendly to your ascendant, you can expect some good times during this transit. For single Scorpios, there is a chance of wedding bells in your life. For those who are already married, expect to see some spice in your romantic life. It's turning for the better. You feel loved, you got the right moves, and it's magical, and it's happening this year for Scorpios. Jupiter in the 7th house could also mean that you may be on your way to finding a suitable partner for your business, someone who comes your way and turns things around for the better. It also means your spouse now takes the responsibility in taking care of you. Some Scorpios may also experience a cleansing time, which means you cannot have secrets from your spouse. If it's a vice or habit that's harming you, then rest assured your spouse is going to know about it, and they will find creative ways to tackle that problem. So essentially, there's nothing in your world that goes unnoticed by your spouse. Everything gets revealed, so try not to keep any secrets from them, because it's not going to work, and eventually it's for your own good. Jupiter being the 5th lord and 2nd lord in the 7th means expansion of your family, which translates to pregnancy or giving birth to children this year. Second also is about good food, good speech. So your spouse could potentially be on their way to relishing good food, which also means putting on weight. Since it aspects your ascendant or moon sign, you could also end up putting on weight at this time. This is a year where you or your spouse may develop some new hobby, some creative or artistic skill, maybe even learn how to cook or get into the food business. Jupiter's aspect on the ascendant itself would mean name, fame, respect, and also pleasure and fun coming towards you, my dear Scorpio. So there's a lot to look out for, and it's going to be a joyride for you guys. But expect some moderation as well, because Saturn aspecting the ascendant will slow things down. Ninth aspect on the third house would also help you put in the right amount of effort in your life. Smart and measured work is going to be your mantra for the next 1 year. You will learn about habits, maybe pick up a hobby, or even be amazed by the power of compounding. The power of small habits or regular habits, as mentioned in the book by James Clear called Atomic Habits, was one of the best titles I read last year, and probably will amaze you as well because of Jupiter's aspect on the third. Please remember, I'm not marketing this product, but just giving you information. Ninth aspect on the third would also enhance your communication, and you're poised to have a touch of wisdom and may even wax philosophical during your conversations or in your creative work. Or if you are into journalism or authoring and publishing, this is going to be a year that you will remember for a long time. Jupiter's fifth aspect on your 11th house would mean massive gains to you. Some of you are going to make money through the stock market, or invest money in the stock market, or in businesses and make a lot of money. Fifth aspect on the 11th would also connote dreams and wishes coming true. Maybe the right time to manifest those dreams. But wait, Ketu sitting in the 11th house would cause problems or become an impediment in the eventual realization of all things connected with the 11th house. So what a bummer. So your best remedy for this year would be Lord Ganesha to come out of all those roadblocks, because what is life anyway? Life is Roblox, as DJ Khaled would put it. Don't let none stop you guys. But in terms of Jupiter transit, Scorpios are indeed one of the most favored among all the other zodiac signs this year. And that's all I've got for Scorpio Ascendants or Scorpio Moon sign. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. If you liked what you heard, please share this with your friends and family. And wishing all Scorpios success and a great time ahead this year. Next up we have Sagittarius Ascendants or Sagittarius Moon sign. For Sagittarius Ascendants, Jupiter goes to the 6th house, which means Jupiter is bringing fresh perspectives about health and wellness, about fitness, what works for your body, and you're going to find some relief from some long-standing disease or health issues which has been plaguing you in the recent past. Jupiter's transit this year would also bring some Sagittarius relief from disputes, especially legal disputes and litigation. And the result of this litigation for most of you folks is going to be favorable, and the result of the decree is going to be one that brings peace of mind and an end to a long ordeal of discomfort and turmoil. However, what you need to watch out for here is that Jupiter in the 6th house of loans aspecting the 12th house of expenses would generally mean that you're going to take out more loans and spend money mostly for auspicious reasons. So there's some struggle that you will have to bear this year with regards to pretty much everything in life, but you will get the courage and the resources to put in that effort. But definitely it's all going to move oh so slowly, one thing at a time. So don't worry about it. Take your time to address each issue in your life. Don't expect overnight results with this transit. It's going to take time. It's going to be slow and methodical, but you will be pleased with the results. Now let's look at Jupiter's aspect. Jupiter's 5th house aspect on the 10th would mean relief from difficult situations at workplace. And I say this because of Ketu. Some of you may be facing a lot of difficulties in progressing or making deals or chasing businesses, but luckily you have the aspect of Jupiter on your 10th house, where things are going to be a bit more comfortable, and you will see better opportunities and different perspectives about career itself. Some of you may even think about an alternative career, and some of you will even be motivated to be a passive investor instead of working full time on a business. So that's definitely a big possibility for Sagittarius folks. Passive income will be a driving force for Sagittarius ascendants as well as moon sign this year, where you are contemplating such a move mostly for your own sake and also because it provides you the freedom and the security that you now crave for. Jupiter's seventh aspect on your 12th house brings expenses to the table. It will bring you opportunities to go places, which means foreign countries, and that means spending money for foreign journeys. These memories that you create now are going to stay with you for a long time. Memories of going to different places, meeting different people, learning about their culture, telling them about your tradition and culture is going to open up your mind. You are poised to become broad-minded about religion, race, color, so on and so forth, which allows you to now connect with the 12th house of spirituality. So you become more attuned with your spiritual self rather than the religious self, where questions about the mind, the nature of the soul, etc., piques your curiosity and interest. Jupiter's ninth aspect on the second house will give some Sagittarius folks an opportunity to learn about savings, learn about currency, learn about macroeconomics, and if you're pursuing a higher degree in finance or anything that's related to it, then this year is going to make you more knowledgeable and smarter than most people. In fact, you might even delve into research areas concerning finance. Jupiter will help you realign with your own savings. Some of you are now seeking security and safety for your money over risk and higher returns, which means there's going to be a change in the way you save money. So positive transit for Sagittarius folks throughout the year. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe if you like what you heard. Please share this with your friends and family, and wishing all Sagittarius success and a comfortable time ahead. Next up we have Capricorn ascendants or Capricorn moon sign. For Capricorns, although this year is all about the second house with Jupiter in Taurus, you are still not all that ready for the changes that you need to take to bring your second house significations in proper shape. Jupiter goes to the fifth house for Capricorns, which means expansion in family life. Some Capricorns are going to be giving birth to children or conceived during this year, while many others are poised to take up creative roles at work and also see themselves rise to fame and recognition. Jupiter will also give you access to some mantras or meditative practices during this year. Jupiter being the third lord and the 12th lord means you will have to put in reasonable efforts to succeed. You will have to show that you're indeed willing to work towards what you want, and that is true for even conceiving a child. If you just want it without putting in the efforts or without taking corrective action, then there's little that Jupiter will do to give you a child. Same goes for name, fame, and recognition. Some Capricorns may also learn about the stock market and may even want to speculate and bet their money on something. But remember, being the 12th lord, if you try to gamble with the money, Jupiter being the 12th lord, there's going to be a great chance that you might lose money instead of gaining it. This is especially true because of Saturn also aspecting the 11th house of gains. So stay away from speculative income, but then this is probably the only way to learn, that is through practical knowledge. So no matter what anyone has to say, you might end up putting in at least small amounts of money and try your chance and see how speculation actually works. So some of you may gain money, some of you may lose money, and also gain knowledge about the process of speculation and income in general, right? That's what Jupiter transit is supposed to be, based on the philosophy on how it works, which I have detailed in the introduction of the video. Also, Jupiter's position will make you feel responsible and push you to earn more money, but in order for you to make real money, you need to train yourself in the art of making money, because Jupiter is wisdom. So we can easily guess that some Capricorns will consider upgrading themselves with new skills, or engage themselves in training for a different job, or take up higher studies, but basically an advanced course in something that you're already good at. And if it's created by nature and then it comes your way, make sure you take up that course to give your income a boost. But nonetheless, Jupiter will give you opportunities this year to have a lot of fun and celebrate your life, because that's what makes life worth living, right? Now let's look at the aspects. Jupiter aspects your ninth house from the fifth, and it means that you're going to have to put some real effort in taking care of your father. And Ketu's position itself shows separation. Some Capricorns may have even lost their father recently if their Dasha and Bhukti were also not supportive, whereas for some others, your father may be going through some difficult phase in his life, and Jupiter's position is now poised to bring some joy and happiness in their life as well. For Capricorns who already have children and are sufficiently grown up, you're going to see your children take corrective measures to become more wiser and prosperous despite the many hurdles that they may be facing during this year. So Capricorns have a lot of responsibility thrown at them during this year, that is taking care of your father and giving more attention to your child's life and their success story. Jupiter's aspect on the 11th might give you good income this year, but it's not without its share of challenges. So you need to work smart and take wise calls when it comes to gaining money. Jupiter will also give you great contacts, a big network circle. You might lose some folks in your circle, but you will also gain new ones. And I suppose those who don't stick around never really was with you in the first place. So don't worry too much about it. Put in the right amount of effort in connecting with people, and you will be surprised about how easy it is to get in touch with some really good people despite their status as a celebrity or someone very popular in society, or someone very popular or in the high rung of the ladder at your workplace. Jupiter's ninth aspect on the first house means you will find ways to lose weight or some vices or gain weight, whichever you're supposed to be doing for a better health and strength, which means you're going to be steadfast in your approach towards fitness, whether that's through diet or yoga or exercise of any kind, or even knowledge that distinguishes you from the rest in your journey towards fitness. If you are pursuing a higher degree in food or nutrition or even finance, make sure you're giving your 100% to see success. Otherwise, you won't be making it with flying colors. But generally, what I see is that this transit does offer you some opportunities, but mostly the sadness, depression, and struggle is bound to continue for most Capricorns, especially the Capricorn moon sign, because of Saturn's 7.5 running its course in your life. So remedy your Saturn and Jupiter this year in order to see good results. That's all I've got for Capricorn Ascendants or moon sign. If you liked what you heard, please give it a thumbs up and also subscribe and share this video with your friends. Wishing you all a successful and stress-free life ahead. Next up we have Aquarius Ascendants or Aquarius moon sign. For Aquarius folks, Jupiter moves to the 4th house, which is about one's mind, one's mother, your comfort and home life, which means you're going to see an expansion in your mental makeup. Your comfort level is going to expand. So expect some good things coming your way during this transit. Jupiter also may bring about a change in residence. Maybe some of you folks may move to a bigger house or construct and extend your existing house. This also includes repairs and renovation. Secondly, 4th is the house of your mother. So there's going to be some expansion in her worldview, and mothers are going to have a good time. Being the 2nd lord and 11th lord in the 4th may bring about some additional income to your domestic life. Anyone in your family, including your mother, may see a spike in their income levels this year if they're working. Also, expect some additions to your possessions, anything from jewelry to luxury goods like a home entertainment system or portable consumer electronics, including vehicles that offer a sense of comfort and support, can be expected this year. You or the members of your family will see expansion in your social circle, maybe come into contact with new people, mostly those who are either religiously inclined or those who have a philosophical bent and are more spiritual by nature. But these people that come in contact with you are going to change the way you think, the way you conduct your life, giving a positive change to your outlook in general during this transit, and that's going to greatly enhance your lifestyle, including any goods or items that you may want to purchase. Now, let's look at the aspects of Jupiter. Jupiter from the fourth aspects the 10th, and both these houses are Kendra houses, which means they are the pillars of support in shaping one's life. And fourth now offers a great foundation for anyone who's now entering a new phase in their career. So if you're freshly out of college and getting employed, or even if you're in an existing job or moving to a new one, then this year will bring an excellent foundation to your career life, and it's going to add years of experience in a short period of time. That will bring a sense of confidence and conviction about your work life, that you can survive in any workplace no matter where you may get to work, and you have none other than Jupiter to thank for it. Jupiter's fifth aspect on the 8th house will bring about a revelation in occult sciences like astrology, metaphysics, which will help you in understanding the uncertain and the unknown future. Eighth is also inheritance. Some Aquarius folks may see inheritance coming their way during this transit, and those fighting legal battles will get a favorable result with regards to inheritance as well. Jupiter's ninth aspect on the 12th house will keep you engaged with spiritual sciences, inquiries about who we are and why we are here and what is the nature of the mind and soul is something that will intrigue you and lead you to higher truths. Jupiter's aspect on the 12th house would also give excellent results for students studying about finance, especially those who are interested in knowing the macroeconomics of spending by different countries and the spending habits in general by people across the world. So people who are studying foreign cultures or foreign languages can also expect some really positive outcomes this year. Jupiter is definitely poised to give good results for Aquarius, and this year is no different. That's all I've got for Aquarius folks. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe below, and if you like what you heard, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to share this with your friends and family. Finally, we have Pisces Ascendant or a Pisces moon sign. So what do we have for Pisces? For Pisces, Jupiter goes to the 3rd house, which translates to expansion and understanding the nature of your communication, especially the written communication, and it's going to enhance your ability to communicate better and see positive results. And those who are in the teaching field expect to pass on your years of knowledge about communication, especially the soft skills, to your students and the nuances of grammar and structure of the language itself. Those who are looking to learn new languages this year will also stand benefited, including computer languages or machine language. There is expansion and growth in these areas as well. Alongside this, Jupiter will help you in establishing a strong bond and connection with your siblings. But remember not to exert control over them. Instead, try to be a beacon of hope, wisdom, and knowledge, which will earn their friendship and respect for you. Third is about efforts, and Jupiter going to the 3rd will make you courageous and confident about the effort you're now putting in. Some of you will find new ways to tackle problems and navigate around barriers this year. While this may sound exciting, much of this year, regardless of other factors, will have you more focused, more responsible with regards to all the significations of the 3rd house, that is efforts, self efforts, your habits, your communication, sibling relationship and bonding, and also your own level of confidence. All of this is going to go through a lot of work this year, especially because Jupiter being the 10th Lord and the Ascendant Lord going to the 3rd house. Let's now look at the aspects of Jupiter. Jupiter aspecting the 9th house of Dharma, luck and philosophy, is going to give you favors from the powers that be, and also make you a lot more dharmic by nature and philosophically inclined. Ninth is also about authoring and publishing. So if you're into authoring books or into editing and publishing, or if you're a journalist, then expect great results coming your way this year, including finding out new practices, changing your old habits and pattern of writing. Jupiter's 5th aspect on the 7th house may make you curious and bring about happiness when there's talk of marriage and starting a family. So some of you may actually change your old ways of thinking about marriage and may see the positive side to it, and look forward for wedding bells in your life. People who are looking forward to get married will also put in a lot of effort and find happiness in their married life this year, despite Ketu bringing in his share of troubles. So consistent efforts and working on your relationship will bring about a positive change. Those who are now struggling in their relationship will also see some positive changes, but you need to put in that effort to make this marriage work. Jupiter's 9th aspect on the 11th will make you concerned about your elder siblings. You might want to put in some efforts in strengthening the bond, and on the personal front, the aspect may make you take up a course in finance or investment, and also some of you may be looking to enhance your soft skills to attract people and expand your social circle, which will ultimately benefit you in the long run. So positive transit for Pisces folks, but expect to put in a lot of efforts and work during this year. Therefore, it's not like you're walking on a bed of roses. Expect to see some challenges and hurdles as well, especially because of Ketu in the 7th and Rahu in the 1st. But wishing you all a happy and prosperous time during this year. If you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe, share this video with your friends and family. Do check out my transit video on Rahu and Ketu to see how this year is going to pan out for you. I will see you guys again with another new video very soon. Until then, stay tuned with VGS Astro.